Greetings, the Postman cometh and he brought me color. I have some pieces from the little black dress collection by Pumpkin and Poppy, and I have some samples from the Geek Chic Cosmetics collection, Scapers, and I think it's Last Best Hope. So I will go ahead and dig into those. Pumpkin and Poppy is a one-woman shop by Christy Cutsworth. It really is about her artistry and mixing colors, but it is also about vegan makeup. All of her products are vegan, and she makes them as natural as she can. As she says, you know, occasionally something sneaks in, but in general, she's very, very careful about the formulations and really 100% vigilant about vegan product. Mostly, I love her creativity. She often does a movie-themed collection, and I love her collections. All the colors just go together so beautifully. I did buy the entire collection from Pumpkin and Poppy of the little black dress, which I liked. I liked it a great deal. And then I decided, oh, I'm going to give that away for a gift. And so I decided to pick up some of the pieces for myself. I got the Incognito Cream Blush. It has the nice little hand-drawn Breakfast at Tiffany's there. And here is that color. Incognito is safe for the lips and the cheeks, but not for the eyes. And it looks scary in the pan, but there it is. The closest thing I have to it, I think, is this color by Vapor Organics, which, as you can see, is much more red. So this will be nice for summer to play around with some of those orange looks that are coming in. These cream products come in little baggies, and I store them there. In fact, I store all my cream products in baggies. I'm reminded of this because Redhead PhD was talking about a Maybelline color tattoo that had gone dry on her. I tend to keep all of my creams in baggies, and I also keep them in a dark place. I don't know if that makes any difference or not, but I haven't had trouble with anything going dry. Again, there is Incognito, and I'm glad to have that as part of my collection of cream blushes. The other thing I just couldn't resist was this Cream Shadow Beauty Sleep. There it is. Of course, that will work as a liner as well. And that is what I have on the eyes today. There is Beauty Sleep. Tiffany Blue. And I put on a light swatch, but you can build the color. So it will sheer out or stay vibrant. Into its little sleeve. There we go. The last thing I got from the little black dress collection was this color, Lula May. I have a hard time passing on Pumpkin and Poppy's orange shades. I just think she makes the most gorgeous oranges. And they're all just a little bit different in texture and sheen and color. And there is Lula May. I think this is going to be just perfect for spring. Again, this is the Vapor Organic, but these three are from the little black dress collection. Geek Chic Cosmetics is another company I really like. No irritants in their products, so no talc, no bismuth, which is wonderful. They are, again, really good at coming up with original colors. They are cruelty-free, they are gluten-free, and they don't repackage anything. Everything, again, is original from them. So from them, I got some samples from two different collections, and this is their little business card. You can see, very, very cute, the Geek Chic Cosmetics. The first two are from the Last Best Hope collection. Here is a shadow called Touched by Darkness. Interesting, because it's not a dark shade at all. This is one I wanted to try because it's one of those that color shifts, and I'm not sure you'll be able to see it, but it is a very, very light, high sheen pigment, and then it has these nice lavender undertones, so I thought that one would be beautiful for spring. From the Last Best Hope collection, I also got this color, Perhaps. There is Perhaps. As you can see, that pigment looks brown in the container. It has what they call a strong turquoise shift. So depending on the light, it's going to go brown, or it's going to go, it's more of a green, I would say, but it is a kind of turquoisey green. But again, that one should be quite fun to play with because of the color shift. They threw in a sample from another collection. This is Antediluvian. I already have this and have played with it and really love this shadow. I'm going to go ahead and swatch it just for the heck of it. There is Antediluvian. I also got 6 pigments from their Scapers collection that I wanted to try. And the first one is Guiding Star. The first one that I will talk about is Guiding Star. There is Guiding Star. Let's see what this looks like swatched. This one really moves from a grapey purple to an eggplant purple. There it is. Definitely a deep purple. That would be pretty as a liner too if I foil it. Sensitive Warrior. There is Sensitive Warrior. I tried to get a blend of light, dark, and mid colors so I could kind of put together some looks. And there is Sensitive Warrior, really high sheen. Very, very pretty. Harvey in My Head. This is a gray. I usually don't get kind of these taupey gray colors because I have a hard time wearing them. But I think, I'm trying to remember, this one might have had some purple or some pink. And at any rate, I thought, this might be a kind of dove gray that I can wear. I'm always looking for that. I guess it has a lot of blue. We shall see if that is one I can wear or not. You can see really somewhat of a high sheen on that if you catch the light. But for the most part, no. I describe it as a satin finish. Anarchist Priest. And with a name like that, you know it is not going to be a timid shadow. Check it out. It is not timid. I should have some fun with this. I don't get too scared about these dark pigments because I figure if nothing else I can always just pop them on as a liner. There is Anarchist Priest. Blends out nicely, so not too scary at all. If I really want that kind of vibrancy or intensity that I have in the pan, I'll go ahead and foil it, and my guess is it's going to pop right out. This is one called Yachts, Y-O-T-Z. I guess it's Yachts. Sometimes I miss the illusions with Geek Chic because I'm neither a gamer nor a sci-fi fan, and they really write a lot of their descriptions and come up with their inspiration from those sources. They're very clever, by the way, in the writing, and I love the way that they write. It's a great deal of fun just to poke around that website, even if you are not, in fact, a gamer or a sci-fi fan. If you are, I imagine it's even more fun. Now, Yachts, ooh, I like. Really like. Look at that for spring. That is going to be pretty. And I might even play around a bit with putting that on the cheeks. I have to remember, okay, they mark theirs if they're not lip safe. So this is not marked, so safe for the lip. Should be kind of fun to play with this puppy. Let me see real fast. Can't resist. I already have red on, so it's hard to tell, but I think I'm going to pop that on lips and see what happens with it. The last pigment I have from that set is Find My Way Home. Here is Find My Way Home, and let's look at this. Looks like it has a kind of metallic-y brown, orange, coppery kind of shade. I'll swatch it next to the pink. There it is. So this is Scapers. This is the Scapers collection, and I thought these would be really fun to play with for the spring. That is it for this Postman Cometh. Just a little bit of color to brighten my day. So I have the pigments from the Scapers collection, a few from that Last Best Hope, a few products from Pumpkin and Poppy that are nice spring and orange, including what's on my eyes and what's on my cheeks. On the lips, I have Pumpkin and Poppy's Blood Roses. I've been finding myself grabbing for that a lot recently. I mix it, I match it, sometimes I wear it on its own. Today I just have it with Roxy in the center, but there is Blood Roses. It's really just a gorgeous, gorgeous lip color, I think. Yep. That's it. I made a deal with myself. I said, okay, if I get my lecture planned, I can do this Postman Cometh. So I got my lecture all planned. I'm jumping on to do this Postman Cometh, and now I've got to jump off and go to school. As always, thank you so much for watching. Make it a great, great day. You can see I'm hyped up because I've got color. That should be good because when I teach my lecture, I won't, like put them to sleep or anything. Thanks for watching. Bye.